What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire as always. Spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Y'all know what I'm talking about: football, basketball, and boxing. So the subject is football. Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. Recently, Saleh got fired, and there were reports that the owner fired him partially because it was what he thought was better for Aaron Rodgers, and there was rumors that maybe Aaron Rodgers had some say-so in Saleh getting fired. Since then, on the Pat McAfee show, Rodgers said that rumor was patently false and that he had nothing to do with Saleh being fired, that he cared about Saleh and wanted him in the job. Who knows who's telling the truth in that situation, but the fact is Rodgers is gone, and now there's more pressure on Aaron Rodgers to get the job done in New York, because now they're leaning on a new person to be the lead voice in the locker room, which, regardless of who the coach is, it's Aaron Rodgers. Let's just be plain and simple. Now, the problem with this is that I think they should have stuck with Saleh, because I don't think it was his fault that they're playing poorly. Aaron Rodgers hasn't necessarily played up to his standards. And the real question are, what are Aaron Rodgers' standards? I said in a video a long time ago, before last year, before he got hurt, I didn't expect but so much from Aaron Rodgers going to the New York Jets. A lot of people saw this as a part 3 of what happened when Peyton went to go play for Denver and when Brady went to go play for Tampa Bay. And that's been the problem with Aaron Rodgers throughout his career. When somebody shows you who they are, you got to believe them. People have hyped up Aaron Rodgers a lot to the point where they make him seem a little better than he is. Now, what is he to me? Because I don't want you to think I'm, crapping on Aaron Rodgers or saying that, he's not good. Aaron Rodgers is a surefire, first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback, one of the 10 best quarterbacks to ever play the game. You are not going to name 10 quarterbacks that have played the game of football better than him. They say he's the best to ever throw the football, like just his physical ability to throw the football. At least some do. I'd give that to Dan Marino, in my personal opinion. But he's on that short list. Brett Favre, Patrick Mahomes now. There's some guys that can zip that ball. Josh Allen right now got a cannon. All that being said, Aaron Rodgers has those tools. His ability to run and scramble and buy time in the pocket and even pick up yards are special too. He's got those physical attributes. He's definitely got a talent. We can't look past the 4 league MVPs, because it's only him and one other person that has 4 MVPs in league history. And yes, he has a Super Bowl. But when you throw him in the same sentence with a Peyton Manning or a Tom Brady, that's like saying he's also in the same sentence as a Joe Montana or a Patrick Mahomes who's playing right now. In my opinion, Patrick Mahomes is everything people said Aaron Rodgers was, and then some. He's doing what people would talk like Aaron Rodgers was expected to do, and Patrick is actually doing it. But Rodgers has shown that while he has immense physical gifts and talent, and he can definitely play the position, he's not top 5 or arguably the best quarterback we've ever seen. No. He has had issues winning, even when he's had the team around him to go further than he has. It's been on him at times. It's not always the coach or the no defense or, no running game. Like, he's had a running game and didn't get it done. He's had a defense. He's had a coach. He's had these things. We can't overlook it, and they still came up short. And he's had teams where he's had the home field, came up short. They used to say that Peyton Manning was the best regular season quarterback ever as a slight, because he didn't win enough Super Bowls, because it was him and Brady that was the talk. They were always being compared. But really, you could say that about Rodgers, because Rodgers didn't have the success. Peyton went to 4 different Super Bowls with 4 different coaches and on 2 different teams. And it was always obvious his leadership, even if he didn't get it done as much as you would have liked to see him get it done in the postseason as he did in the regular season. But Rodgers really had serious struggles. He only went to 1 Super Bowl, never even got back. Now, most players would love to even get to 1, let alone win 1. So that's why I said he's top 10 for sure. But when you put him in top 5, you got to lead teams to multiple Super Bowls. You have to be a guy that you just know with you on the team, you change a culture. He doesn't really change a culture. He's just like your ultimate weapon on the team, so to speak, when you got him. He's your best player, no doubt. But he isn't a culture shifter or a culture changer. When he got to New York, the players were inspired to play because he's so good. But the work ethic, him missing mandatories and him just kind of doing things his way instead of having a clear-cut system to follow, even if it's not the coach's system. Peyton and Brady, they would get things done their way. Peyton had guys practicing when you weren't even allowed to practice. He was scheduling extra practices, driving the guys' houses when he went to Denver to make sure he got reps in. Tom Brady was going and practicing on high school football fields, which was illegal at the time, and he got called out for it. But that's how serious they were about winning and changing the culture. That's not Aaron Rodgers. So let's lay this at his feet, that coach getting fired and the success not being there for the for the New York Jets has to do with him first and then trickles down from there. Let's see if he corrects it. He is coming off an injury, so we got to give him some grace there. Coming off an Achilles is nothing easy. But he hasn't played well. That's the bottom line. And he hasn't got that culture shifted yet. They think there's something they haven't shown. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you looking for. J Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, or get at me in the comments. Catch me on YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And if you got Facebook, join my group, J Heat Sports Media.